Hello and welcome, my friends. It's me, Jennifer from Mystic Star. I am so excited for today's reading. It is something that we really need right now. So, yesterday, Virgo took its place high in the sky. And I'm not sure if people started to feel it. I know I did. I needed this. Virgo is obviously an earth zodiac sign. So, we have that stable energy, but it's a mutable, stable energy. So there's three kinds of zodiac, and it's broken. Actually, sorry, let's break it up. So there's three kinds of zodiac in four different groups. So the three types. So you have the mutable, like what we're currently in, the cardinal, and then the fixed. Well, fixed is kind of what it looks like and sounds like. It's fixed. It doesn't like change. It doesn't like movement. There's nothing to do. It's just how it is. A fixed sign is like Aquarius. Aquarius is very fixed. Yeah. Cardinal. They are the zodiac signs that are on the solstice. So something like Sagittarius, where it's bringing in and ushering in that shift in seasons. Sorry, I should say shift in seasons. And then you have a mutable. And Virgo's immutable. They're the thinkers, they're the changers. Virgo is offering us a stable environment to make those shifts and changes. Now, I know there's a lot more to Virgo, and Virgo can offer us so much, but that's the stuff that really we need to focus in on. I don't know about you, but the summer has been nothing but turbulent. The energies have impacted myself, my kids, my clients. That stable energy helps us make choices for our greater good, makes shifts that we can do in our lives. The other stuff that Virgo can bring, let's just leave it alone. Let's look at that. That's what I want to focus in on. As I was actually getting ready for this reading, I went up to my cards. I'm like, okay. I was actually going to use my Witch's Tarot cards. I really like them. They're beautiful. And I'm like, no, actually, I'm not. I picked them up and looked at it. No. I then put down and had to pick up. This is the Northern Animal Tarot. Again, beautiful deck. It was created by a wonderful lady up in Edmonton, Alberta, so not too far from me. And it's got a very gentle message in a beautiful way. Additionally, we have all sorts of animals that many of us know in North America, and we can relate to them, which is going to help with that relatability and stable change. Then I grabbed my Sacred Earth Oracle. You kind of see a theme here, can't you? Yeah. And this one is like a for sure, because we have that earthy energy and we need that gentle, loving message. So those are the decks that I've chosen. Of course, like always, there's links below to both decks. Northern Animal Tarot was a Kickstarter. I don't know what availability there is. The link will take you right to her website, whereas the Sacred Earth Oracle you can get on Amazon. So you'll have to check that out if the decks speak to you. So let's get into Virgo and what it's going to clearly state to you guys and how you guys can use this time for you guys. Many of us are headed in, and some of us are already into the fourth wave. Afghanistan, my heart breaks for the violence. And some people are still really impacted by some of this natural weather patterns. So let's see what we can do. I know it can be really overwhelming for some of this stuff because we feel powerless, but let's do some shifting that's going to be meaningful for us and that we do have the ability to start to put action and take, something to like taking a hold of something right now. And I think that'll really help us feel more stable and kind of connected in. All right, what can Virgo offer my friends? I don't know about you guys or where you guys are located. I know I've got people who watch all over the world, but here in my little world of Canada, we have gone from like blistering hot to fall, and I'm loving it. We have cooler temperatures. I literally woke up and went, I wonder if I have any pumpkin spice anything in the house. I'm really excited to step into fall. It's kind of my season. I love it. I love the bright oranges and the rusty reds. So I'm really excited about shift from the hot to more of that enjoyable, for me anyway, weather where you can walk and kind of get out and see the colors. Unity. The more of us who stand up and embrace what we're supposed to, us, what we can, shifting from that dread, that fear, that overwhelming energy to one of, okay, I can't fix everything. I can do this. I can shift my energy to one of love and light. I can shift my perspective, keeping me high and keeping me happy, keeping me moving and shifting. The more of us who stand up, take that deep breath and go, okay, I'm going from my heart center of love and joy rather than fear and doubt. We start to support each other. We start to help each other. We're going to start to feel that energy shift. When everything hit the fan, well, over a year ago now, you saw a lot of people, even though they were sick, even though they were scared, working together, helping each other out. We may have been stuck in home, but we were feeling that there was something we could do, people we could help. The same is true now. Over the last couple of weeks, I've encouraged people to send their love, send their prayers and thoughts to the people devastated by fires and floods, by the violence in Afghanistan. Is it a lot? No, not really. Did it help? Yeah. Because we're getting out of our own little microcosm and we're sharing our love. We're sharing that energy. It doesn't take much. And as a Reiki master, I can tell you the more people who do it, even if you're not attuned and you don't know Reiki and you don't know this, we know the power of prayer. We know the power of hope. And many of us are feeling hopeless and stuck. Instead of getting our head continued stuck in the mud, we need to stand up and we need to start to make that shift for us. Because as we raise our vibration, that's when we can start to take opportunities that are there for us right now. It's just we can't see them because we're so caught up in the fear, the doubt, the hopelessness, the devastation, the whatever that's holding us back. And Virgo wants the unity, that embrace. It's not talking about anything else. Like literally this angel is embracing it. She's an orange color. There's a few angels that come out in the orangish color. None of them are on a female perspective. What we're looking at is Archangel Metatron. He comes in on a fire opal. Archangel Samiel. Now, I did a meditation with him a couple months ago. and he rocks foundations. He reminds me of that tower-esque energy. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're new to my channel, welcome. I have a number of playlists. I have 3 meditative playlists and a mindfulness playlist. These are playlists that I am creating to give you guys added tools and supports. And the one I'm really picking on right now is my Archangel Healing Meditations. All my meditations are guided and my tools are guided, and they average for about 30 minutes, barring my one meditation series that is all about those short and sweet meditations that are about 5 to 10. But most importantly, they're free. No strings attached. Just use them, visit them as often and whenever you need. So Archangel Samiel and Archangel Metatron will support you with not only that shift, because Archangel Samiel, I know he's got a bad rap and people think he's a fallen archangel. He's not. He's high vibrational. It's just he promotes and encourages us to be authentic and make those shifts and changes that we need to, because we all need to do it. It's not a comfy feeling. And that's why people feel he's a fallen archangel, because it's kind of more of a, I'm going to push you the same way a parent would encourage a child to take those first steps forward. Terrifying, but at the same time exhilarating. And of course, Archangel Metatron, he's connected in with our causal gateway, which is a 5th dimensional chakra, but also works with our crown chakra. So connecting into some of that insight and that aha. Both fantastic archangels. I've got 2 meditations with Archangel Metatron and 1 with Archangel Samiel. Fantastic, fantastic. You could also even bring in Archangel Uriel. He comes usually in on a red, and there are components of red in this. This is kind of like, excuse me, it reminds me of fire. And that's what he is. He's the archangel. His name means fire or light of God. So I've got 1 with Archangel Uriel and another one that I'm hoping to bring out in September for Archangel Uriel. Fantastic archangel to work with. Really connects into that solar plexus energy and kind of empowers us. We need that empowerment right now. What message does Virgo have for my friends? I love this deck. It has a linen finish. So it's got a really nice finish and a nice feel to it. But it's ever so slightly long. So if you look at the Oracle decks, which I've talked about on how they're getting bigger and harder to shuffle, it's not quite as big, but it's getting there. It's not the standard tarot. So if you've got small hands, just be aware that is a stretch. You'd have to shuffle it the other way, which I personally hate. I don't do it well. The world, the dancer. I love that she's a little mouse. And I love the fact that we have the zodiac right around her. The dancer, of course, the world, connecting into that next chapter energy, embracing what we have and being excited, not fearful, but excited about that next step. Because Virgo is definitely offering you that next step. Nine of Swords. Let's get out of this. Time to shift. Too many of us have that fear, that doubt. It's hard to get up in the morning. There's so much, not negative energy, but almost chaotic. It feels like a roller coaster. Negative energy just keeps us low. The problem is that what we're getting is these swings of high and low. It's like turbulence. We're just bouncing. That's why Virgo is so needed. I know I slept amazing last night and I woke up energized and I'm like, I gotta do. And that is what we're really gonna feel. We're gonna get that energize, like that energy. We're gonna get that inspiration, that aha. Even though Virgo is that earthy, grounded energy, it stabilizes us enough to be open to that aha, that higher vibrational energy, which we need to really help embrace that next step. All right. What further insight, wisdom, and guidance can we share with my friends so that they are able to embrace Virgo and its message? The cards have been really good today. They haven't jumped under the table, which really makes me happy. Strength. The 8th card in the Major Arcana, reminding us that anything is possible. We can tame that inner demon, that inner beast, with grace and style, especially if we are connected into that universal energy. Those ahas that will naturally come as we start to shift that energy to a high vibration. When we intentionally set out, even when we wake up and we may not have slept well, things may have been going on and we're stressed and we just are really struggling. Labeling it that, you know what, I did sleep bad. However, I'm going to embrace all that I can today. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to wash it off, shake it off. And then in the shower, visualize that heaviness, that chaos energy, that lack of sleep away and being replaced by that high vibrational white light. Shifting you, shifting your perspective, you're putting intention. You can ask high vibrational beings to support you and guide you throughout your day, helping you to overcome challenges with greater ease, even though you're tired. There are ways that we can start to make decisions for our greater good and put them in play. We're talking shifts, not leaps of faith here. We're talking about doing little things, incorporating them into our everyday so that we are able to do what it is we want to do. Anytime we're talking about change, we start to push the buttons of our ego. And our ego, well, it's going to push buttons back going, we're not changing. No way. I put you in this box for safety, dude. You're not going to expand it or change it in any way. Then you're unsafe and my job is not done. So it's going to throw at you your fear, your doubts, those worries, whatever it can to misdirect you and mislead you right back to that box. Shifts, though. Shifts don't really aggravate it so much. We don't go into DEFCON 5. We go, that's pretty easy, getting up and shaking this off, stretching, maybe doing a quick meditation in the morning if I got time, setting intention in my shower. And I'm a big proponent of let's not add extra. Let's just do things differently. Setting intention before you shower, because we don't do it. Maybe not every day, but most of us at least bathe every other day, right? And just visualizing that gunk come off. Asking the high vibrational beings to help clear you, body, mind, and soul, so you feel stronger. While you're in your commute, you're taking a bus, you can do some meditation. You're just breathing deeply. My meditations that I do, they're a visualization. And I don't say you have to close your eyes. I ask people to do what's comfortable for them. You can go for a walk and clear your head. While you're doing just normal daily chores, just taking those deep, intentional breaths. These are things that we can do, that we can incorporate to raise our vibration. Because as we raise our vibration, we naturally start to raise the vibration of those around us. Have you ever had a day where you come in and you're like really low and really just beating yourself up, you feel gross, you haven't slept, and how do people treat you? Like crap. But these are the days that I'm talking about, that you're coming in high, you're coming in, this is, you know what, I haven't slept, but you know what, I'm doing great. A great shower, I was able to, clear my brain. People treat you with respect, they treat you better. So you feel better. And then they feel better. And then they start to see how you're succeeding because you're starting to use your natural abilities. That inspires them. So you can start to see how if they're high vibration and inspired, they too inspire their friend circle, their acquaintances, their family, just as you are doing theirs. And it just keeps going. Unity, love, and light. We're not talking rocket science. We're not talking huge, huge expectations or demands. We're just saying use your natural abilities, setting intention, and putting that very reflective nature in. Throughout your day, checking in. Do I feel kind of funky? Should I go to the bathroom and wash my hands and run them under water and visualize that energy coming off? Because water, guys, is a fantastic, phenomenal tool to cleanse. You can just let it go. Let that burden go. Checking in and making sure that you're still in that high, excited, joyous energy. The 7 of Pentacles. Now in tarot, 7s are all about that luck and that prosperity. They're a lucky number. However, it's not just handed to you. You have to put some work into it, which is very clear here in the 7 of Pentacles. With all the 7s, it doesn't matter what we're talking about. With that hard work, you will be successful in what you're looking at trying to achieve. So, like I said, this isn't going to just be handed to you. We do have to put some intention. We have to put some work into it. Is it going to be laborious like this? Not really. What we're looking at is intention, and we're looking at changing our energetic perspective. We're using the law of karma to our advantage, and we're using the law, or not the law, but the energies of Virgo to our advantage. Love it. The 9 of Cups. So 9s, they talk about all that we've achieved, all that we've overcome. That cup, that's connected to our intuition. The more grounded we are, the more stable we are. So the more we're using that Virgo energy, the more we're giving ourselves the ability to go upwards. Like I said, Archangel Metatron, fantastic archangel. They're all fantastic, but he's going to be able to support you in working with that connection, your crown chakra, getting those ahas. I did a meditation with Archangel Metatron 2020. It was pretty early on, so it'll be further down the list. And it's a releasing meditation that's going to help us really connect into this, help us to clear ourselves out, getting out of this and getting into this. Because when we start to shift our perspective, start to really embrace and engage with our everyday, rather than coming home and binging Netflix, which we all like to do, but doing it in moderation so that we still have that ability to get the work done and enjoy the rewards. Because like I just said, we have to do that work. We have the Six of Pentacles. So of course, the Six of Pentacles, sixes are about balance and harmony. We need that within ourselves, within our lives. Easy way to bring that balance and harmony into our lives is balancing ourselves. Any of the meditations I've got will ground you. I've got many of them, especially in my Archangel list, that will balance you and rejuvenate you. Because you're dealing with that angelic energy, combining it, and I send in Reiki energy as well during the meditation. So very helpful on clearing out and helping get that foundation. I have another meditation that will help with that balance. It's in my Just You and Me playlist, and I brought it out at Christmas time, and it's called Balance, where we balance our chakras. The more our chakras are working and aligned, the better we feel, the stronger we feel, and the more that we can get done. So making sure we take some time here and there. Do you need to meditate every day? Not unless you want to. You need to do what's going to work for you. I give tools. Those tools, it's up to you if you need them or not. Just like anytime you do some work, we have different tools for different jobs. And sometimes they overlap and sometimes they're very unique. The Three of Swords. Reminding us that it's not going to be as easy as I say. Let's be honest. If it was easy as I just said, we'd all have done it and we'd be like, okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, let's keep going. There are going to be days that we really feel the weight of the world on our shoulders. And those are the days that you really need to be focused in on you, rejuvenating and loving you. Part of this is you go forward, you stop, you really reinforce you, love you, nurture you. Then go forward, stop, keep nurturing you. We can burn out, we can feel that heaviness, and it can stop us dead in our tracks. That's why I really am a supporter of small, steady steps. Because when we start to feel that fear, that heartache, that heaviness, we can stop, we can take a breath, and we can do something that's going to really fulfill us, rejuvenate us, and nurture us. And finally, Justice. The 11th card in the Major Arcana. We are talking about balance again. It's just the iconic scales. And then we also have the Sword of Truth. I love the fact that Justice come in at the end, because as we're going forward, like I said, Archangel Metatron and I did this amazing meditation of release. It reminds us that we can start to cut out some of the extra fluff that we've been kind of carrying that is slowing us down. We all have it because our ego has been in play, well, since the time itself. It's part of us. At one point in time, it had a big function to keep us alive as we were here. However, as we've evolved, we've needed it less because it does have that flight or fight system in it, that protection. Unfortunately, because we didn't need it, it thinks that everything we need protection of. Because when you go through adolescence, there's a lot of emotional baggage that we have from there. Many of us shut down as young children. In the older children, some of us made to adolescence. And then we had that, the trials and tribulations of growing up. Your ego put lots of padding around so you didn't get hurt. We need to start to cut away that. Again, very slowly and very cautiously. But we're going to naturally start to cut some of that away as we engage and embrace Virgo, because we're naturally doing little shifts that we've never done, well, since we were kids. When we were kids, we woke up, we're like, woo, what are we going to learn today? What's going to happen today? I want to play with this. I want to do this. We had excitement and enthusiasm. We need to embrace our inner child, let them out, and let them enjoy the crunchy leaves that are coming forward. Let them enjoy that natural shift that Virgo brings. All right. I haven't done this in a while. So, what challenges will my friends face for embracing Virgo's message and energy? Oh, and before I forget, I haven't said this yet. For my Virgo friends who are celebrating their birthday in the next month, happy birthday. It's going to be a great month for a birthday. Some of my Gemini friends were like, what'd you do to Gemini? We're having a sucky birthday. I feel like I'm being torn and pushed and pulled. It was true. I think this month we're going to get a bit of a different perspective. So we have the Two of Swords here. There's a lot of decisions, lots of things that we're going to have to really put intention behind. So that's a decision. But we're going to feel unsure and unstable about, well, is this the right intention? Am I doing it right? We start to doubt ourselves. We start to question ourselves. We feel very unsure. Our third eye and our eyes are blind. Trusting in that knowledge, which we're questioning because our ego is still in play. It's going to be a big challenge. Easiest way to overcome this too, of course, connecting in to our high vibrational support team through meditation or creativity. So any way that you express your creative self and express that inner self, take that time. Enjoy it. Get your hands dirty. Have some fun. You get out of your head, you get out of your way, and you open yourself up to that aha. And it kind of reconfirms what it is you're kind of mulling over in your brain. It also adds flares that we don't have awareness of, because the universe likes to reward us for our hard work and gives us gold stars with added abundance, added supports, and added ahas. So things that you can just do. It doesn't have to be hours. It doesn't have to be a whole day. Just a little bit of time here and there will go a long way in reassuring you and confirming what it is you want to do and what you need to do, where you need to go. The Knight of Swords. I'm sad that she didn't give him some sort of steed. Like the original cards, Pamela Coleman Smith drew, all the knights are on horses, right? And the Knight of Swords is running headlong into the storm. He has no worries, no fear. They're missing the steeds, but that's okay. Same energy. He's rushing headlong into the storm, and he has no concern. We're, again, like I said, not going to trust ourselves. We're not going to have that, whoo, go big, go home, let's do this. That's why I had added in at the end there, Archangel Uriel would be a fantastic to support, because he will reinforce that solar plexus energy, that determination, because it's going to wane, especially as we start to take those baby steps forward. And the Two of Cups. Thankfully, it's not about the relationship of others. What we're looking at is that relationship with our higher self. We're going to question and doubt ourselves. That's going to be our big Achilles heel during the whole Virgo month. Questioning us, feeling really lost and kind of confused. Again, that grounded, stable energy, the more you can ensure that you've got that grounded energy, the more you're going to get out of this month. And then also making sure that you give yourself time and reassure yourself that, yes, everybody has the ability. And like any other skill, it's going to take some time. So lots of baby steps. Like I said, take a couple steps, dip your toes into stuff. You don't have to rocket through. We don't want to do that. We don't want to cause ourselves more panic and alarm. When we start to feel unsure, we start to feel really unstable, take that time. Just stop. Do something creative. Do something fun. Don't overthink this. Because that critical, and when I say critical, no, I don't mean like critical thinking of, yay, let's explore this. It's no, this is self-criticizing and demeaning energy will very much put you to your knees. You will stop stagnant and miss Virgo altogether. Now we do have double twos. An angel message is when you have that multiple two, the angels are telling you this is a time to focus in on some balance and focusing in on that duality. So taking time for you, taking it slow. The more cautious you are now, the more you do have that critical thinking of using that frontal cortex, the better. We don't want that criticizing behavior. We want that critical thinking, asking questions, and being open to the answers. All right, we're going to end off on any further insight, wisdom, and guidance that we can share with my friends so that they can embrace the message and energy of Virgo. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited about this shifting energy. Okay, you can have that card too. There's a lot for you. Okay. The first one, context. The first thing I saw was this dragonfly. Time of transformation and change. So putting things into context and really kind of being critical about what's being shared. Is it for everything? Is it for certain aspects? But keeping things in context and perspective will help with that transformation. We won't feel so overwhelmed. Yeah, this is needed too. Fragments. Know that some of those ahas, know that some of the information that's going to be shared is going to be stuff that you're not going to understand. I encourage my clients and students to get a binder and create a spiritual binder and start writing them down. Because as it repeats, as the high vibrational beings keep telling you the same thing, you get less resistant to it and you're more open to what it is that full information is sharing you or sharing with you, the symbol, the number, the pattern. And then you can put it into context, put it into your life as it's appropriate to you. So taking these little baby steps forward and raising your vibration may seem kind of ridiculous and pointless, but at the same time, as you do that, you're going to open yourself up to more guidance and more support, which is going to open you up to even more. It's kind of like planting those seeds. You're going to see things start to come to fruition. Things are going to start to fall into place. because again, the universe will reward you for the work you're doing right here and right now. Space. Giving yourself the time and space to do this in a way and a time that's important for you. There is no one set time limit or experience or how long something's going to take. Give yourself that time, because it will take long. Like, this is something that we're going to be working on throughout our life. Looking at that intention, clearing things out, shifting patterns. Connection. Reminding us of that connection and how important it is. We are social beings. We were never meant to do this journey alone. So asking for the help that we need when we need it, and being open to help others when they need our help. It goes back to that unity and how we're going to be inspiring others who may not be quite as far on their journey as what you are. Open to these energies, open to ideas, to guidance, and not limiting or minimizing things. Time. Embracing this time, enjoying this time. There are things that are out of our control. If we're hyper-focusing in on them, we're missing out on right now, on the beauty, the wonder, and joys that are all around us. Hyper-focusing in on things is a tactic your ego uses to slow you down, because hyper-focusing in on things gets you nowhere. Take that time and be there for you in your lifetime. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that this helped you connect into the Virgo energy and give you perspective on how you can use this energy to your advantage in the here and now and those long nights ahead of us as we start to, slip quite quickly into September and the fall equinox. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today. And if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It does help people find me on the sea of YouTube. And then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's lots coming forward. This week, tomorrow, or on Tuesday, so tomorrow I will be releasing a new mindfulness tool that's going to support you in being here and in the present. Later this week, of course, I'm going to be doing my weekly reading. I do that live as well. However, I'm going to be trying a new time slot, as my time slots are going to be changing because my kiddos are going back to school and I have to balance their life out with mine. So there might be some play on times. Friday, I kind of like the day, so it's not so much going to change the day, but the time may slip around. Plus, then I'm getting into September, and there's all sorts of fun stuff coming up in September. So if you're subscribed and you have that bell, you'll know when I'm live and when I've posted a video. I just got a video. Okay, I don't know what you were saying there, but thank you. And for those who are new, and I've seen you guys different people pop in online and watch the video, you can watch it in at any time, and then also ask questions as I go forward. So enjoy, Virgo, and I will see you in the next one. Until tomorrow, my friends.